Glad to have you with us. Elliott T. Bauer Stadium in Huntsville, Texas, home of the Sam Houston Bearcats. As we'll see a squad from the American, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Sam Houston Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Chanticleers will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bearcats offense will take the field first. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Bearcats have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Let's talk a little bit about Sam Houston. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Caught behind the line. It's Spears. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Looking to throw on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Got his man in the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line. pick up the first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he makes the catch. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Bearcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Reads it, fires complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll leave it with him. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bearcats!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Coastal Carolina's offense has the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And the shot to clears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
They came ready to play, guys. Offense goes right down the field on their first drive to score a touchdown. Now their defense is playing lights out. 2nd sack of this opening drive. And one thing this coach does a great job of, he gets his team ready to go, and you're seeing it here on the big stage.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The shot that clears will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Here's the return. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Handoff to the single back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
They'll give it to the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. On the double. That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. To the air on first down. Hauls it in. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
The Bearcats getting set on 1st and 10. Here we go. Use the play fake. Now to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. He's going to take off. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Finds the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. All right, guys, let's talk a little Coastal Carolina. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough, but it looks as if they won this battle with a commitment from a 3-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this program. He's going to get a lot of chances to make plays early. With his talent, expect him to start right away, and if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to be trying to find ways to get this 3-star the ball.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. There he goes. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Chanticleers are rolling down the field.
Yeah, at this point of the drive, 4th down and inches in your opponent's territory, you're trying to get into field goal range. You're just going to run the football. You're going to try to be more physical at the line of scrimmage. They were right there.
The Chanticleers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Sends it back in motion. After run, now throw. Catch in the middle, it's Woods. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. And the Chanticleers have it with a 1st and goal. Touchdown, Coastal! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end with him because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this third possession. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the Bearcats can really attack on this second and short. He might want another play. Wants to fire on second down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. And here comes the field goal unit. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
The Bearcats just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. It's complete on the right side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. And the quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with the first down. And the Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown Bearcats! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Now let's take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. Utah has the lead right now, but this Rice-Eccles crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 13 over Washington. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Gives it to the back on the draw. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. To the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
The shot that clears are at the line, looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the shot that clears will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. And the throw out to the sideline for just a few yards.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback go in the other direction.
Got his man. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. The official says no good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Huntsville.
And the Bearcats will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The shot that clears line up to punt it away. Hauls it in at the 25. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. That's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the shot that clears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on 2nd and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. It's caught. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. Target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is. Make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
From the gun, running back on the move. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. And doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks like he's ticked off.
To the ground with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Spears. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
To the air on first down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
Gives it on the option. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line getting set on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on 2nd down. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. A strike downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
The Bearcats will have it 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Setting up the screen. Got enough space. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Sam Houston! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive will open from the 15. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. A little screen to the running back. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Fakes the grab on the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Those always sting a little bit when you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive. Just really annoying as a defensive guy.
Second down, he'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he
turning it on. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Good awareness by the defense. In this situation on the field, you know there's coordinators that like to try to take shots deep down the field and catch you napping, but the defense was ready for that one.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line is set on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Firing to the right, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Akron is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Central Michigan. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The give on the inside. Showing off the arm. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Motion from the back. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. All the way down to the 24-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to get it out of your own territory. Let's go! Let's go! They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. Puts it out of the air. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
Red pass, it's complete. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
24, Coastal Carolina, 17.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know.
Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. It's complete to the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. He's got his man. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Bearcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Here we go. Here's the handoff. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. I think he's doing a better job of that now late.
Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to